the reports trickled out about the nearly 500 flotilla activists. There were journalists. There were just humanitarians, actors, folks who were kidnapped by Israel in international waters, as they anticipated, when they were trying to bring life-saving aid to Gaza. And we didn't hear much from these people. I mean, I was grateful to see that friend of the show, Greg Stoker, was out this morning. I believe that David Adler, we still don't know what his status is of Progressive International, somebody else who's been a guest on this show before. So if you're in California, I'd really highly recommend calling your senators or your representatives, because David is in California and he's an American. But there were reports over the weekend that, Greta Thunberg, who was one of the most high-profile activists who was taken by Israel, she reported treatment of, humiliation and abuse to the Swedish embassy. The other activists that were there have said things to the press that she has yet to publicly verify herself, but their accounts were very similar, that she was humiliated, paraded around, kept in squalid conditions, and forced to kiss the Israeli flag. She was finally freed this morning, and this is what she had to say to the press in response.
Let me be very clear. There is a genocide going on in front of our very eyes.
We got to put it up. Yeah.
Can you hear that though?
I can hear it, but it's a little low.
louder.
Yeah.
Let me be very clear. There is a genocide going on in front of our very eyes. A live-streamed genocide on all of our phones. No one has the privilege to say we are not aware of what is happening. No one in the future will be able to say we did not know. Under international law, states have a legal obligation to act to prevent and to stop a genocide from happening. That means ending complicity, applying real pressure, and ending arms transfers. We are not seeing that. We are not even seeing the bare minimum from our governments.
Yeah, a little low.
Let me be very
Yeah, it's all right.
We should say yesterday there was, I think, there was literally millions of Italians protesting, is my understanding. We should also add, we're just getting a report on the IM that Colombia has expelled Israeli diplomats over the flotilla. We should also say, got a message, another American on board with that same boat as Stoker, Logan Hollersmith, a San Francisco native. It is sort of fascinating. Nancy Pelosi put out a press release today, I guess, good. Quote, Logan Hollersmith is an American citizen from San Francisco who served as captain of the Gaza-bound humanitarian aid vessel, is reported to be among those now detained in an Israeli prison. I call on the Israeli government to immediately grant full consular access, provide transparent evidence of any charges, and guarantee that proper legal rights are extended. I'm glad she used the word Israel there. At first, I did not see it. The right of U.S. citizens to due process and fair treatment under international law must be protected. I stand with the family of Logan Hollersmith in demanding clarity, accountability, and the safe return of all detainees. The international community must redouble efforts to deliver aid in Gaza, protect human life, and pursue a just and lasting peace for security for both Israeli and Palestinians. There is a thing that's missing from there. And even though it is, she has no influence with the current administration of the American government, a call for America to leverage its aid to Israel. I mean, if the idea is that you need to redouble efforts to deliver aid in Gaza, protect human life, and pursue a just and lasting peace, Where does leveraging U.S. aid go? Is that doubling efforts? Is that a redouble, or is that like a re-quadruple? And so you can't go that far. We have the mechanism. The mechanism, the Israelis have admitted as much, is aid to Israel. End it. End it immediately.
Yep.
And if Israel thinks that they can continue on what they're doing without American aid, then fine, we'll deal with it. We will then, from there, redouble our efforts. There is absolutely no excuse whatsoever for $1 of American taxpayer money to go to Israel at this point. I'm sorry. There's not any excuse for $1 to go there.
Yeah. Here's just a little bit more of Greta, because I thought this was a really good point, where she is continuously changing the conversation from her mistreatment to the Palestinians.
Hakeem Jeffries.
And I could talk for a very, very long time about our mistreatment and abuses in our imprisonment, trust me, but that is not the story. What happened here was that Israel, while continuing to worsen and escalate their genocide and mass destruction with genocidal intent, attempting to erase an entire population, an entire nation in front of our very eyes. And I could talk for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Okay. The beauty of this as a communication tactic, I mean, aside from what she's saying, and many of you have heard these things, but the question is, how does the broader world hear these things? Not just the United States, this, going to Europe. Do you get one more person? How do you get at least one more person to be aware of this? Those cameras, those microphones are there because they want to know the most salacious of details in terms of like, how were you treated?
Yep.
And she understands this dynamic.
At 22.
And she uses it. She'll even tease it.
Yep.
I could talk for hours, and maybe I will. After the next statement or the next statement,
I know.
You got to be here every time.
Well, we talk about messaging, right? I mean, and this is an activist messaging versus a politician, but a lot of the stuff, it kind of falls into the same bucket. It's like, how do you always redirect the conversation to where you want it to be? We're critical of Democrats, the Democratic leadership that say, Jeffries he'll redirect the conversation when it's like there's the salacious fight between him and Trump over the racist sombrero meme. He'll redirect it vaguely to like, we're going to help protect your healthcare and stuff. But someone like Zoran Mamdani is always redirecting it to what proactively he wants to do. And that's much better politics because it shows what you stand for, not just what you are against.
It's also easier, to be fair,
Yes.
to Hakeem Jeffries, is that Mamdani has an actual, stated agenda that they're running on. The Democrats may. It's secret because they have been told by their consultant class that the best thing to do is not get in the way of Donald Trump harming himself. Now, of course, that was the strategy they used in 2024. It did not work. And so, of course, to justify that advice in 2024, the consultants are like, we've got to do it again. It's just, you got to do it better.
Yep.
That's the way that works.
Bet your way out of your losses.
Exactly. We are just one good, we're an ace away from walking away with this with no problems. And frankly, a new car. Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.